that I am the seed of the ground and tiger now. I got to sing, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, and so.
Welcome to Flowing Clean, the radio show where the Sufa River and ravines have a voice and communities take the lead. Each week, we dive into the heart of the Flowing Clean project, discussing the most recent activities, giving insight into upcoming ones. We will uncover the science and the solutions behind clean, healthy rivers, from expert guests to local champions. This is your source for inspiration, information, and action about this project. Flowing Clean is funded by Jeff SGP UNDP and ProCarry Plus, and this program is made possible by SRDF as our collaborating and funding partner. Join us on Flowing Clean because every drop counts and the river depends on you. Flowing Clean, restoring our rivers together. Keep the river clean. Good morning, Sufre. Good morning, everybody. Once again, I had a big technical glitch this morning. We had some issues with the settings at the station that needed to be rectified. So I did a whole program and apparently there was no audio. So we are restarting and I'm going to do a very protracted one because I am pressed for time today. So today's show is all about giving you an update on the Flowing Clean project, and I am going to be just briefly telling you what we have done and what we are planning on doing in the upcoming weeks. So let's begin by saying, first and foremost, let me thank once again our funding agencies, Jeff Small Grants SGP and Mr. Giles Romulus, who is the national coordinator. The funds are coming from the ProCarry Plus project out of Colombia for the Caribbean, and we are being, of course, co-funded by the Sufa Regional Development Foundation, who is also our implementation partner and the chair of the Sufa River Systems Management Committee. So good morning to all the members of the Sufa River Systems Management Committee. Good morning to all of you who are listening and viewing on YouTube, Facebook, or on live stream. I want to say it's been a very busy year so far. Last week, I was unfortunately not in studio, but we were live on the What Makes Me Mad show on Radio 100 with Stanley Lucien. And we are continuing with our regular programming every Tuesday right here in Sufra, unless I have to be out, and we'll try to broadcast and do a dual broadcast if that does happen. So for us today, the updates are, we are very, very happy that the litter boom is finally on island, and the litter boom is going to be cleared. As soon as I'm done here, rushing down to Vieux-Fort to go and clear the litter boom at customs, and we will hopefully be installing it from tomorrow with the assistance of the Sufa Regional Development Foundation's maintenance staff, installing the earth anchors and then putting everything as it should be installed, mounting everything together, connecting everything together, and then as soon as we're done, we will be deploying it into the Sufa River, and then we will have a ribbon cutting ceremony, next week, to just showcase what the litter boom is about and educate the community, what its function is, what its role is, and for persons to see how it is going to be working. So, of course, if you're crossing the Sufa River, you will be able to see the litter boom in the river collecting garbage as it is. We do not want the litter boom to be collecting any garbage, because there should be no garbage in the river in the first instance. And with that in mind, we are having a community-wide cleanup of Sufre. So for the rest of the month of February into March, it will have to go into March now, we are appealing to Suferians. We are celebrating independence this month. Obviously, this is our month of independence on the 22nd of February, where persons have been showing the national pride. The battle came through in Sufre, and well done, Suferians. I mean, we really showed out for this battle relay for our leg. We want to continue that, displaying our national pride, displaying our community pride, displaying how proud we are as residents of Sufre, Sulphur City. And we will be encouraging and getting residents of Sufre in every single community to come out and clean up their neighborhood. So we will be doing cleanups from Font-Jean-Libre all the way to Bouton. Every single community, we want you on board. So Chateau-Bellay, Etangs, Belleplaine, Belfont, Myers Bridge area, Montbonnet, Espérance, Mocha, Diamond, Mini, Belvedere, Tibouk, St. Philip, Wavinclair, Torai, Zenon, Crestland, all throughout town, new development, Palmist, Fort Benning area, Town Extension, Foncaco, Wingsville, Riverside, Market Road area, Barn Drive area, Upper Church Street area, in the Gulf side, every part of Suffred Town, going all the way to Margaret Houghton, Rabot, Conlobet, and Bouton. We are targeting every single community to have a community-wide clean up campaign. When that is done, we want Soufrière to remain clean. Our river monitors will be out monitoring on a monthly basis what is happening in the ravines and the rivers in their communities. We do not want to have anybody calling to say somebody dumped construction waste, somebody dumped oil, there's dead fish in the. We don't want to have any reports. We want everybody to play their part. That is why we have the charter out, and it is still missing signatures. We had about 2,700. We are missing signatures. We want to get at least 4,000 signatures on that charter. It's available on our website. You can click on the link, Flowing Clean, and you will get to the charter and go and sign. You just have to put your name and your email address for you to sign onto the charter. Or if you want to sign in person, there are copies of the charter available at the PMA office, at the foundation, for you to sign if you want to sign. Or if you see me anywhere, I'm always carrying that with me as well. We are encouraging people to play their part once we have done the cleanup to keep their sections clean. And if you see anybody dumping anything, feel free to call on them, call on me, call on environmental health, call on the town council, and call on the police if needs be. As for the police, we are going to be hiring very soon a lawyer, a legal consultant, who will be reviewing the legislation as it pertains to pollution in St. Lucia, and will be preparing a brief for residents, for police, to familiarize themselves with pollution legislation in St. Lucia, so that if anything does happen, if there is an oil spill in the river and fish are dying, or there's a chemical spill, they will immediately know what act, what regulations, what part of the criminal code, if necessary, that they need to cite, and what they need to charge, what the fines are, etc. So that is coming on stream as well. After this legislative review, the police will be very much made aware as to what needs to happen, but we do not want it to get to that stage. We want persons to take responsibility, be their brother's keeper, and this environment is ours. Whatever happens in Soufrière is impacting us as humans, impacting our health. So we need to be very, very, very concerned to take action to safeguard our health, our children's health, and for future generations as well. Today as well, once I'm done in Vieux we are going to be meeting with the district representative as well as representatives from WASCO and environmental health, and hopefully water resources if they can, because they do have a workshop going on. Good morning to Jason and Mervyn, Junior, and the rest of the crew. We will be discussing some of the results of the water quality testing that we did last October in Soufrière. I'm pleased to tell you that the water quality in some parts of the river in Fonsy-Jacques have improved to the point where some of the parameters that we tested for meet recreational standards. That means some parts of the river, the water quality is getting much better, which is very, very good news. Downstream, and as it gets to the mouth of the river, we still need some work done to improve that water quality at that point as well. So if the hinterland in Fonsy-Jacques, they're doing something good, we need to do our part lower down the river course as well. We will be discussing the results where we did have some issues with some of the water. And of course, the relevant agencies will be there to say what is happening on their end. And then we will be able to allow the relevant agencies to tackle the issue and to update the community as required. Like I promised, our results are going to be made public. Our results will be made public when we call our next community meeting. But when I do that, I sincerely hope that the entire hall is filled to capacity. We will be presenting the results, explaining them, allowing persons to ask questions, and we will answer them as we can. We are continuing with our monitoring efforts. I met actually last night with the residents of New Development, and I want to congratulate and say kudos to them for taking the initiative to form a community group to see about the affairs of the Fontaine Jacques area, of the New Development area. Sorry. So, New Development residents, there are several issues that I was able to listen to. I mean, they're looking at security in the community, they're looking at activities for the kids, they're looking at the roads, naming of the roads, debushing some areas that pose a hazard for children and for security issues. So kudos to them. So I was able to present to them at that meeting the Flowing Clean project and talk to them about some of what it is that we will be doing that for New Development will be involved in. And I'm pleased to say that from that meeting, we have met our quota of 20 households for the composting pilot project that will be done in Soufrière. So thank you to all those persons who signed up last night. Some of them had already given me their names. So thank you to all of them who added their names to my list. We are now at 20 residents, 20 households from New Development and Crescent area who have signed up to be part of this composting pilot. So we'll be doing the training for them soon. Next week, we'll be training enumerators who will be going out to do the perception survey, the knowledge, attitudes, and perception, a CAP survey. They will be coming out asking questions to residents, and by next weekend, we hope to have that survey out in the public for persons to start answering. And if you do get approached by somebody asking you questions for our survey, please indulge them. The survey is not very long. It's very simple questions, just asking you how you feel about water quality, how you feel about the health of the river, how you feel about the sea, etc. It's a very, very short survey. I want you to please answer all the questions to the best of your ability, and don't shoo my enumerators away, please. If you are unable to answer the questions at that particular point, just give them a time when they can come back to meet with you if possible. Likewise, our second survey, as soon as it is ready to go out for the cancer survey, which everybody is very interested in. Everybody keeps stopping me in town and telling me, Miss, I heard you were going to do a survey about cancer and I want to speak to you. And I've been hearing from so many different persons who are keenly interested in this cancer survey. And I have been getting recommendations from persons, some of them who have cancer, who have relatives who have cancer. The doctors, the oncologists, the cancer doctors in St. Lucia are looking at Soufrière for some cancers that they find are very common in our community. So we need to really get onto that survey and to do it as quickly as possible. And then we can present the results to you as well as soon as that is done. We have a marine trash management committee that is going to be meeting. I need to touch base with Mr. Saltibus at the SRDF. He is spearheading that component. We also have the sewage symposium, the sewage management symposium, and we had a meeting actually yesterday with members from an international agency, the Coral Reef Alliance, who will be working with us on that symposium as well. So there's been a lot that has been happening on the Flowing Clean project, and we are pushing through because the project must end by December 2026. So we want to push through as many of the components and activities as possible so that by the end of the year, we are just wrapping up. So I want to say thank you to those persons who are listening. Like I mentioned, I did have a half-hour program, not realizing that the audio was not connected. So there were some technical issues that are beyond my skill level. So thank you to DJ Romanus and Genevieve and Erlan for fixing that so that we could have a very, very short 20-minute rundown. And let me just wish everybody a very, very wonderful rest of the week. And I will see you guys right here on 88.5 next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. Bye-bye.